Welcome. If you have been striving to speak English for a long time, if you understand every word but remain silent when it is your turn to speak, if shyness, nervousness, or uncertainty hold your voice captive, then I must tell you something from my heart. It is not your fault. You have been taught English in a way that missed a fundamental truth. Fluency does not reside in your brain. Fluency lives in your mouth. Yes, your mouth. Consider a singer. They do not merely read about singing, they sing loudly with feeling every single day. A dancer does not just study moves. They move their body again and again, training their muscles. A baby learning to talk does not study grammar. They simply repeat sounds, mimic voices, and train their mouth without fear. So, why do we treat English like a school subject, endlessly studying it instead of speaking it? I am here to reveal this truth. I will teach you something no teacher ever taught you, a mouth training routine that will transform your English. Whether you are a complete beginner or feel stuck, this method is simple, powerful, and if practiced daily, it will change everything. This is more than just about English. It is about reclaiming your confidence, your freedom, your very voice. Listen carefully until the end. Speak with me. Feel every word. Part 1. The Great Revelation. Fluency lives in your mouth, not your mind. You have likely said, I understand English, but I cannot speak it. The words are in my mind, but they will not come out. I know what I want to say, but my mouth freezes. Let me explain why. It is not a lack of intelligence, poor memory, or insufficient study. It is because you have never trained your mouth to speak English. Imagine a singer who knows all the lyrics but never practices singing them aloud. Could she perform fluently on stage? No. Picture a football player who watches endless videos but never runs, kicks, or plays the actual game. Will he become a champion? Never. Now think about yourself. You have absorbed grammar rules, learned vocabulary, watched English videos. But how many minutes each day do you truly train your mouth to speak English aloud without fear, without shame? Likely very few. And there lies the problem. Your brain learns English, but your mouth is the instrument that delivers it. Your brain stores words, understands sentences, listens, reads, and remembers. But your brain is not the speaker. Your mouth is. When your brain says, I know what I want to say, and your mouth replies, but I have never said it before. That is when the silence takes hold, when fear controls you, when you feel utterly stuck, despite all your learning. English is not just a language, it is a physical skill. Like music, like dance, like driving, like swimming, English speaking is a physical habit. It resides in your lips, your tongue, your breath, your voice, your confidence. This habit can only be built through repetition, speaking, and practicing aloud. That is why we call it mouth training. It is like a gym workout, not for your body, but for your English. Every sentence you speak is a repetition. Every tongue twister is a drill. Every new word you vocalize builds muscle memory. You have experienced this. You watch an English video, understand everything. But when asked to summarize it, you suddenly feel nervous. You struggle to articulate. Why? Because you never practiced using your mouth to express the message. Your brain was full, but your mouth was empty. Now, Imagine pausing the video every 30 seconds, repeating sentences aloud, speaking them again and again. You have trained your mouth. Your words now flow. You are not just learning English, you are living it. The reason you still cannot speak is not because you are bad at English. It is because you have been silent for too long. But silence is not your natural state. You were born to speak. You simply need to practice, not silently, but with your mouth. Part 2, the daily mouth training routine. Your fluency gym. What is mouth training? It means you do not just listen or read English. You move your mouth again and again like an athlete, a singer, a public speaker. It is about speaking aloud, repeating with rhythm, stretching your sentences, feeling your voice, making your mouth comfortable with English sounds. This is how muscle memory builds fluency. This is how you transition from thinking in English to speaking in English. The routine consists of 5 simple exercises, just 10 minutes a day. You do not need a teacher, a partner, or even initial confidence. You only need 10 minutes and your mouth. You can do this in front of a mirror, in your room, while walking, before sleeping, after brushing your teeth. But do it every day and speak with emotion. Here are the exact steps. Exercise 1, the stretch. Duration, 2 minutes. Purpose: you warm up your lips, jaw, and breath. This is your speaking yoga. Loosen tension and prepare your mouth for English flow. Stand before a mirror, look at your face, breathe deeply. Now, say these lines slowly and clearly. I am here. I can speak. I do not need to be perfect. I need to be free. My English does not need permission. It just needs practice. Repeat 3 times. This works by signaling to your mouth and mind that it is time to speak. It shifts your mindset from student to speaker. The simplicity of the sentences does not matter, how you say them does. Say them slowly, with breath, like they truly matter. This is not grammar, this is your new voice. Exercise 2, the drill. Duration 2 minutes. Purpose: train your lips, tongue, and speed with similar sounding words. This is your fluency gym. Repeat power word clusters until your mouth becomes faster, smoother, and stronger. Say these words 3 times, increasing speed with each round. Set 1. E, B, and P cluster: better, butter, batter, bitter, bottom, bitterly, paper, pepper, proper, pretty, perfect, purpose. Set 2. S, C, and K cluster: coffee, copy, company, common, commit, comment. Set 3. LZR cluster: run, write, really, ready, road, rule, roll, radio. Take a deep breath between each set. Then say, I can say this clearly. I can say this faster. I can say this freely. This works because as your mouth becomes comfortable with speed and sound, your brain begins to trust it. This is muscle memory in action. It may feel strange initially, but after a week, it will feel like a song. After a month, it will feel like your native rhythm. Exercise 3, the tongue twister challenge. Duration 2 minutes. Purpose: improve clarity, sharpness, and confidence with tricky phrases. This is the ultimate test for your tongue and lips. Tongue twisters are fun, challenging, and powerful. They push your limits, making regular English feel effortless afterward. Start slowly, then faster again. Tongue twister 1. She sells seashells on the seashore. Tongue twister 2. 30 thirsty thinkers, thought-thrilling thoughts. Tongue twister 3, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Now say, if I can say this, I can say anything. I am not afraid of fast words. My mouth is getting stronger every day. When you train hard, everything else becomes easy. Tongue twisters overtrain your muscles, so when you speak normal English, you feel fast, free, and smooth. Exercise 4, sentence stretching. Duration 2 minutes. Purpose: transform small words into long, fluent, confident sentences. Fluent speakers do not just speak fast, they expand their thoughts, stretching a simple sentence into a natural flow. Practice stretching your sentences like an elastic band. Start with I. Now stretch it. I want to speak. I want to speak better. I want to speak better English. I want to speak better English every day. I want to speak better English every day with confidence. Now breathe. Do the same with these. A. He is learning. He is learning English. He is learning English at home. He is learning English at home by speaking daily. Ooh. We practice together. We practice together because we want to grow. We practice together because we want to grow and succeed in life. This works by training your brain to think in full English, not just short words. It builds grammar confidence, speaking fluency, and natural expression. It helps your speaking mouth aligned with your thinking mind. Exercise 5, your identity voice. Duration 2 minutes. Purposely build fluency with emotion, belief, and power. This is the most crucial part. You speak not as a student, but as the English speaker you are becoming. Say it with emotion, with truth, like you genuinely believe it. Stand up, look in the mirror. Say these lines clearly and powerfully. I am an English speaker. I do not wait for perfection. I practice. I do not fear mistakes. I welcome them. I speak English with my voice, my feeling, and my power. I am becoming fluent. Not one day, but every day. My voice matters. My words matter. My story matters. Repeat these twice. Feel every word. Breathe with strength. This works because fluency is not just a skill, it is an identity. By saying these sentences, you train your voice, your mindset, your emotion, your purpose. This is how you become the person who lives in English, not just learns it. You have now learned all 5 exercises: the stretch, warm-up voice, and breath. The drill, C, train lips and tongue for speed. Tongue twisters L's, build clarity and sharpness. Sentence stretching, grow fluency and sentence flow. And identity voice, speak with belief and confidence. Do this full routine every day for 7 days. Just 10 minutes a day. Your mouth will feel different. Your voice will feel stronger. Your words will come faster. Your fear will begin to disappear because you are not just learning English, you are speaking it, living it, becoming it. Part 3. The hidden power of mouth training. You have probably seen this. A student excels in English exams, reads newspapers, understands movies. But when asked a simple question like, "Can you tell me about yourself?" they freeze. They go quiet, look down, and forget everything. This is the painful reality for millions of English learners. They have English in their brain, but they cannot use it with their mouth. Why? Because no one told them about the 2 types of memory. 1, mental memory, stored in your brain, helps you recall vocabulary or grammar rules. You can write, read, or think about it. 2, muscle memory, stored in your body, helps you perform actions automatically, like riding a bicycle, swimming, dancing, typing, or singing. You cannot learn this by reading, only by doing it repeatedly. Speaking English fluently is not a brain memory, it is a muscle memory built in your mouth. Just as you cannot learn to dance by reading a book, you cannot speak English fluently merely by studying. You need to speak it, train it, repeat it, and live it with your own voice. That is why mouth training works. That is why this is different from everything you have tried before. Consider two people learning English. Person A, the smart student, knows 1,000 words and has notebooks full of grammar rules. They understand English TV shows, but never speak aloud, fearing mistakes. When it is time to speak, they say, "I know the word, I just cannot say it." Why? Brain knowledge, no mouth experience. Person B, the slow beginner, knows only 100 words but speaks them every day. They talk to themselves, speak in front of the mirror, stretch sentences, and do mouth training exercises. After 1 month, person B speaks with more confidence and fluency than person A. Why? Fluency is not about how much you know. It is about how much you have trained your mouth to speak. Think of a piano player. They do not become great by studying music theory. They become great by playing the piano daily. Even with mistakes, they keep playing. Their fingers move automatically. They do not have to think. Their muscles remember. The same applies to you. To speak English, you must train your lips, jaw, breath, and rhythm every day. That is how you become fluent. Let me tell you about Sarah. From a small town, she never attended an English-speaking school. She understood English, but lacked the courage to speak. Every attempt left her voice trembling, feeling small, weak, and embarrassed. One day, she watched a video just like this one, which advised, "Start with your mouth. Do not wait for confidence, build it with repetition." Sarah was scared but decided to try. Every morning, she stood before the mirror, saying simple sentences aloud. She whispered to herself at night. She followed the mouth routine daily. Initially, it felt strange, but after a week, she felt different. After 2 weeks, she started recording videos. After 1 month, she made her first live video call in English. Not perfect, but fluent. Not fast, but fearless. And now she teaches others. All because she stopped waiting for fluency to come from her brain and started building it with her mouth. Why do most people stay silent forever? The sad truth is, most English learners wait. They say, "I will speak when I feel ready. I will start speaking when I know more vocabulary. I will talk when I am perfect." But the truth is, you will never feel ready because fluency does not come to you. You go to it. You build it. You train for it. You sweat for it. You repeat it again and again. Just as you train your body in the gym, you train your mouth to speak. That is the only way. Let us break it down. Problem: brain full, mouth empty. What most learners do: keep studying silently. What this method does: builds real speaking power. Problem: fear of mistakes. What most learners do: stay quiet. What this method does: encourages repetition plus confidence. Problem: vocabulary, but no fluency. What most learners do: wait to speak. What this method does: speaks now, learns faster. Passive learner. What most learners do: listens only. What this method does becomes active speaker. Problem, confidence missing. What most learners do, avoid speaking. What this method does builds identity through voice. Your brain cannot lead this journey. Your mouth has to. If you wait for your brain to feel fluent, you will wait your whole life. But if you train your mouth to move, even with small, simple words, you will feel confident. You will feel growth. You will start thinking in English because the more you speak, the more your brain works with your mouth. They become a team. That is fluency. The mind-mouth connection explained simply, imagine this flow inside your head. Thought idea in English, mouth are spoken words. Someone hears you. If you never train your mouth, this flow breaks down. Your thoughts stay stuck inside. Your mouth does not know how to deliver them. You stay silent. But when you train your mouth, thoughts flow naturally. Sentences come automatically. You do not have to translate. You just speak with rhythm, feeling, and ease. This is how you build speaking confidence that no one can take away from you. Fluency is not a gift, it is a habit. You are not bad at English. You are just untrained in the art of speaking. And now you have the training. You have the method. You have the routine. All you need is daily practice. Do it every day. Do it even when you are tired. Do it even if you feel silly. Because every sentence you speak aloud, every repetition, every whisper you make at night is building a voice that the world will one day hear. Part 4, the 7-day mouth training challenge. Let us be honest. Watching this video is not enough. Feeling motivated is not enough. Even understanding everything is not enough. The only thing that will change your fluency is action. Not just one-time action, but repeated daily emotional practice. So, I will give you a 7-day challenge that will change your speaking level forever, even if you are just starting. And no, you do not need expensive classes, a speaking partner, a fancy teacher, a perfect accent, or even confidence. All you need is your voice, your time, your decision, and 10 minutes a day. That is it. Are you ready? Let us go. Day 1, start speaking even if it is ugly. Mindset, I will speak even if I make 100 mistakes. Today's goal is simple, just open your mouth and speak. No fear, no shame, no hesitation. Say your name. Say what you want to learn. Say why you are doing this. Repeat these identity statements. I do not wait for perfect English. I speak what I know. Mistakes do not stop me. Silence does. I speak today, not someday. 10-minute mission. Do the full 5-step mouth training routine. Record your voice if you can, even for 30 seconds. You are not performing, you are starting. Day 2, speak what you see. Mindset, my world is my practice zone. Today, practice describing things around you in English. Your room, your phone, your mirror, your clothes. Do not worry about grammar. Just speak and stretch the sentence. Examples. This is my phone. I use it to learn. I watch English videos on this phone every night. I am wearing a blue shirt. I like it. I bought it last month. It makes me feel confident. 10-minute mission, full mouth training routine, plus speak 5 things around you. Use real objects. Speak to them like a friend. This works because you connect English with your life, not grammar or school. Your world becomes your classroom. Day 3, speak what you feel. Mindset fluency means emotion, not just words. Today you will speak about your feelings. What are you feeling right now? Happy? Nervous, excited, scared. Speak it. Examples. I feel nervous, but I am doing this anyway because I want to grow. I feel proud. I have completed 2 days of this challenge. I never thought I could do it. 10-minute mission full mouth routine plus 3 emotional sentences aloud. Say them with energy, with breath, with truth. This trains your mouth and your heart because real fluency is not about perfect grammar. It is about saying what is inside you. Day 4, tell a short story. Mindset, every voice has a story, and mine matters. Today, you will speak one short story from your life. It can be something small, a childhood memory, a funny mistake, a moment with a friend, something that made you happy. Even if it is just 4 to 5 sentences, speak it. Stretch your sentences. Add feeling. Example, last year, I tried to speak English with a tourist. I said something wrong. We both laughed, but I felt proud. I tried. I spoke. That moment changed something in me. 10-minute mission, mouth routine, plus 1 short personal story. Speak it aloud, not in your mind. This builds confidence, sentence fluency, and real-life speaking power. Because in the real world, you do not speak textbooks, you speak stories. Day 5, practice in front of the mirror. Mindset, if I can speak to myself, I can speak to the world. Today, go to a mirror, look at your face, and speak to yourself like a coach. Say, you are strong. You are learning. You are becoming fluent. This is identity speaking. 10-minute mission mouth training routine plus mirror pep talk. Optional, add facial expressions. Use hands. Speak with energy. This is powerful because it builds a body-voice connection. You see yourself as a speaker. It removes fear and creates habit. Mirror practice is used by actors, leaders, and TED speakers. Today, you become one. Day 6, repeat and stretch. Mindset, repetition creates rhythm. Rhythm creates fluency. Today, go back to any sentence from day 1 to 5 and repeat it. Then stretch it. Example, I am learning English. Stretch it to, I am learning English every day. I started this challenge to speak better. I want to speak fluently because I want to grow in my life. 10-minute mission, mouth routine plus stretch 3 old sentences. This works because it is how children learn language. They repeat, then expand, then own the language. Now, so do you. Day 7, become who you speak. Mindset, I do not just speak English, I live it. Today is your transformation day. You have trained your mouth for 6 days. You have spoken to yourself, your world, your feelings, and your future. Now today you say who you are, stand up, breathe deep. Speak these lines aloud. I am an English speaker. I do not wait for confidence. I create it. I have trained my mouth. I have found my voice. This is not the end. This is my beginning. I speak. I grow. I live in English. Optional but powerful, record a short 30-second video. Say your name, where you are from, and what you learned in 7 days. You do not need to post it. Just keep it for yourself as proof that you are becoming fluent. You just finished a 7-day mouth transformation. Maybe you made mistakes. Maybe your voice shook. Maybe you forgot words. Maybe you repeated simple sentences. But listen carefully, every word you spoke gave power to your future. Every breath you took in English gave strength to your voice. Every second you spent practicing made you stronger than those who are still waiting to feel ready. You did not wait, you trained. You did not hide, you spoke. You did not give up, you grew. Now imagine what will happen if you do this for 30 days, 90 days, every day. That is not just fluency, that is a new version of you. Part 5. The mindset of a fluent speaker. Many people believe that English fluency comes from studying more grammar, learning more vocabulary, watching more videos, reading more books. But the truth is, you can have all the grammar in the world and still stay silent. You can have a big vocabulary and still feel afraid. You can understand English movies and still avoid speaking. Why? Because speaking is not just about your brain, it is about your beliefs. If you believe, I am not good enough, people will laugh at me. I am too old to learn. I will never sound fluent. Then even the best methods will fail. But if you believe, I am learning every day, mistakes are proof of progress. My voice deserves space. Fluency is my right. Then you will speak, you will practice, you will grow, you will win. I will no longer ask for permission to speak English. I will give it to myself. You do not need a certificate. You do not need approval. You do not need someone to tell you. Now you can speak. You just need one decision. I speak. I practice. I grow every single day. That is where fluency begins. Let us talk about the invisible enemies of fluency, the thoughts and emotions that stop you from speaking. Fear of judgment. You are afraid people will laugh, correct you, or think you sound silly. But here is the truth. Nobody becomes fluent in silence. Every fluent speaker you admire made mistakes, sounded bad, and kept going. You do not speak for other people. You speak for your future self. Fear of mistakes. You want every sentence to be perfect. But perfect sentences come from imperfect practice. Speak broken English. Speak slowly. Speak with pauses. But speak. Because broken English today equals fluent English tomorrow. Overthinking. You try to plan every sentence in your mind. You worry about grammar, tenses, articles, accent. By the time you try to speak, it is too late. You stay silent. But fluency is not a school test. It is a daily conversation with the world. You do not need to be fast. You just need to be free. Comparing yourself, you see people on Instagram, YouTube, or in movies speaking fast, sounding confident, and you feel small. But listen carefully. You are not them. You are you. You are not late. You are on your own journey. Every fluent person started where you are now. What matters is not who speaks better, but who practices more. If you want to build fluency, you need to protect your mind. You need to build beliefs that support your growth. Here are 7 new beliefs to repeat, write, speak, and live every day. Rule 1. I am not learning English. I am becoming English. Fluency is not about passing a test. It is about building an identity. You do not just study English, you live it, speak it, and grow with it. Rule 2. My mouth is my teacher. Your mouth trains your brain. Speaking creates memory. Repetition builds power. Every word you say aloud brings you closer to fluency. Rule 3. I speak first. I fix later. Speak with what you know. Mistakes are welcome. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Rule 4: confidence is a muscle. You do not wait for confidence. You build it like strength through small, daily actions. Every time you speak, your confidence grows, even if nobody sees it. Rule 5: I compete only with yesterday's version of me. You do not need to speak like a native. You need to speak better than you did last week. That is progress. That is fluency. Rule 6: my voice has value. English is not just about vocabulary, it is about sharing your thoughts, stories, feelings, and truth. Your story matters. Your words matter. You matter. Rule 7: fluency is my right, not a luxury. You do not need to be rich. You do not need to be born in America. You do not need to be perfect. You just need a mouth and a decision. And you already have both. Say these in front of the mirror. Whisper them before sleep. Repeat them until your brain starts believing. I am an English speaker. My fluency grows with my practice. Mistakes do not make me weak, they make me real. Every sentence I speak builds my future. I no longer study English. I live it. Fluency is not a dream, it is my daily habit. My voice is becoming stronger every day. English is not hard, it just needs my voice. I do not wait for confidence. I create it. When you stop chasing perfection and start practicing freedom, everything changes. You feel less nervous. You speak more naturally. You stop translating in your mind. You start thinking in English. You enjoy your progress. You speak with your full voice because now you are not learning from fear. You are learning from freedom. You have trained your mouth. You have completed the 7-day challenge. Now you have trained your mindset. You are no longer just an English learner. You are a speaker in training. And speakers do not stay silent. Speakers do not wait. Speakers do not beg for fluency. They create it daily through repetition, identity, belief, and bravery. From now on, every sentence you say, every mistake you make, every word you whisper, every repetition you do is a step toward the confident, powerful version of you. Part 6. Do not let fluency die inside you. Why do most people never become fluent? It is not because they are lazy. It is not because they are not smart. It is not even because they do not know what to do. It is because they stop. They pause. They wait. They let life get in the way. They lose their momentum. And slowly, their voice disappears again. That is why so many people say, I tried to learn English, but I gave up. I was improving, but I lost my habit. I feel like I am starting over again and again. And the saddest part, the fluency they could have built dies inside them. It never comes out. It never grows. It never gets a chance. But that will not be you. Because this time, you are not going back. Fluency does not come from one big moment. It does not come from a magic trick. It does not come from one powerful app or lesson. Fluency comes from what you do when nobody is watching. It comes from those 10 minutes before bed when you whisper sentences. That walk when you describe what you see in English. That morning where you speak to your reflection. That lunch break when you repeat your identity phrases. That tiny moment when you feel like skipping, but do not. Fluency lives in those moments. It is not about perfection. It is about consistency. Let me give you the real formula for lifelong English fluency in simple words. Speak every day. Even 5 minutes is enough. But make it daily. Speak to yourself. Whisper, repeat, but speak. Speak with emotion. Feel the words. Do not say them like a robot. Say them like you mean them, like you believe them. Use your life as your teacher. Talk about your day, your food, your memories. Do not wait for a lesson. Your life is the best classroom. Repeat your identity daily. I am an English speaker. Not just a student, not just a learner, but a speaker. Do not break the chain. If you speak today, do not skip tomorrow. Build your fluency like a chain, strong, unbroken, powerful. Create a small wall on your door, mirror, or notebook and write this: day 1, check mark. Day 2, check mark. Day 3, check mark. Day 4, check mark. Day 5, check mark. Day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 30, day 100, day 365. Every time you speak, even for 1 minute, mark a check. That is your proof. That is your power. That is your path to real fluency. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be daily. You will have bad days. You will feel tired. You will doubt yourself. You will say, am I improving? Is this working? Maybe I am not good enough. Let me tell you exactly what to do in those moments. Speak anyway. Speak a small sentence. Speak one line of truth. Speak one identity phrase. Even 30 seconds is power. Watch your own growth. Go back to your recordings. Listen to how you sounded last week. Feel the difference. Celebrate it. Remember who you are doing this for. Not for your teacher. Not for school. Not for YouTube. You are doing this for you. Your freedom, your future, your dreams. This is hard to hear, but it is the truth. If you stop using English, you do not just pause. You start forgetting. Your confidence fades. Your mouth becomes stiff. Your identity becomes quiet again. That is why this system is not a one-time plan. It is a lifestyle. You do not need to speak for hours. You just need to train your voice like your breath every day, every moment. From now on, you do not speak English only when needed. You do not speak only during interviews or exams. You do not wait for someone to listen. You speak because you are a speaker. You are a fluent human in training. You are building the voice the world needs to hear. Use these every day. Speak out loud. Record. Stretch. Repeat. Today I feel, right now I can see, I am grateful for this week because one thing I love about my life is my dream is E. When I speak English, I used to feel scared. But now I speak not because I am perfect, but because this is who I am becoming. These are not just speaking exercises. These are identity anchors. These make you fall in love with English again and again. Final part, if you do not speak, you vanish. Let me tell you something no book, app, or teacher will tell you. If you do not speak your truth, if you keep waiting for confidence, if you keep hiding your voice behind grammar books, you disappear. Not from the world, but from your own potential. Because deep inside you, there is a version of you who is fluent, free, confident, expressive, bold, and unforgettable. But that version of you is locked inside your silence. And every day you do not speak, you tell that version of you, stay quiet. Not yet. Maybe someday. And slowly that version of you fades, not because you are not smart, not because you are not strong, but because you waited too long. Fluency is not a natural gift. It is not a language talent. It is not a personality trait. It is a choice. Every single day, you have two options: stay quiet, stay safe, stay unsure, or speak, practice, become. One road leads to regret, the other leads to power. And the truth is, there is no third road. You either train your mouth or you lose your language. You either build your fluency or you stay stuck forever. You either become a speaker or you live like a prisoner inside your own silence. If you want real, permanent, unbreakable English fluency, then live by these 3 laws every day. Law number 1. If you do not speak, you shrink. Every day you avoid speaking, your confidence does not just pause, it shrinks. Your belief dies. Your rhythm dies. Your voice fades. The only way to grow is to speak. Even in pain, even when nervous, even if broken, speak anyway. Law number 2. If you do not use it, you lose it. You may have studied English for years, but if you do not use it, your words become dust in your mind. You forget, you struggle, you lose speed, you lose belief. Fluency is not a subject to remember, it is a skill to protect. Just like your body weakens without movement, your English weakens without speaking. Law number 3. You are either building fluency or building fear. Every action you take is building something. You are either building your confidence or building your excuses. You are either building your fluency or building your fear. There is no neutral, no standing still, no taking a break. Every day you stay silent, your fear gets stronger. And every day you speak, even just one sentence, your future becomes louder. Let me show you what fluency looks like when you do not stop. Day 1. You feel awkward. You mumble. You repeat. Day 3, you feel silly, but you keep going. Day 7, your mouth becomes faster. You say longer sentences. Day 14, you start talking while walking, cooking, working. Day 21, you no longer need to translate. Words come naturally. Day 30, you explain your day in English without fear. Day 60, you feel connected to English. You talk in your sleep. Day 90, you do not think English, you think in English. And that is when you finally realize you did not just learn English. You built a new version of yourself. People can teach you. Apps can show you examples. Books can give you knowledge. But no one, not even me, can speak English for you. Only you can train your voice. Only you can build your fluency. Only you can create the speaker you want to become. And if you do not do it, no one will. Most learners will watch hundreds of videos, save Instagram reels, buy grammar books, say, "I will start tomorrow," and then do nothing. They will stay in silence. They will stay entrapped. They will feel jealous of others. They will feel frustrated in conversations. They will lie awake at night thinking, "Why cannot I speak like them?" But you watched until the end. You listened with your heart. You practiced with your mouth. You are not like the rest. You are ready. Every night before sleep, every morning before the world wakes up, say this: my voice matters. I speak to become who I am. I speak because I do not want to die with my voice still inside me. I do not need permission. I need practice. And I will speak even if I am the only one listening, because one day the world will listen too. If you remember nothing else from this entire message, remember this: English fluency is not about being perfect. It is about being persistent. You do not need to speak like a native. You do not need a fancy accent. You do not need to impress the world. You just need to speak, to show up, to train, to repeat, to believe. Because your mouth is not just for eating or smiling or staying quiet. Your mouth is the gateway to your freedom. And now it is time to use it. If this message touched your heart, if it made you feel like you can finally speak, if it gave you a method, a mindset, and a mission, then do not keep it to yourself. Speak one line today. Tell us in the comments what part changed your life. Begin your 90-day voice challenge and subscribe to this channel if you want to build your fluency with power, peace, and purpose. This channel exists for your voice. This is a movement, not just a video. We are not here to impress you. We are here to wake you up and help you become the speaker the world has been waiting for. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for listening. Now go speak and never be silent again, because your fluency begins right now.